And we're back. Episode 6, man. Welcome back to the private party. Hopefully you listened to episode 5. If you did not, the BF Boys. Man, we put on a little bit of a show, just the BF Boys. We did miss the homies, though. I thought we were going to be back full force today. Code the Chode is not here. We got the homie Stevie back. I'm glad about that.
You know what we should call him? We should call him Code Vid.
Yeah, COVID.
COVID.
Yeah, so Cody got the Roni, man.
Fuck.
The dude don't know how to act.
I had it too. So
He's sucking face at the gay bar with all the dudes, and he called it Roni.
So we had to keep Code the Chode away for this episode. So hopefully next episode we'll be back full force. But anyway, got a lot cooking today. Got a lot on the agenda. We are without Cody. Nero's scrappy. Nero's, give us something, man.
All right, man. We're still open. Come see us. Can't sit at the bar, nothing like that. Following all the OSHA guidelines, the COVID guidelines. But
Department of Health?
Boy got his head
Thought
stuck
it was
in
at
work still.
man. But no, for real, come see us 4 to 8. Tuesday wings. Come get them. They go real quick. We got fish on Friday. Wear your mask. Got a little setup down there. You'll like it.
I'm not wearing my mask.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, John.
My mask doesn't fit my fat face.
So Barstool Sports, real quick, before we get we push into our first topic here. I wanted to just bring this up, this Caller Daddy shit. We've been meaning to get into a little bit of Caller Daddy stuff.
we're going to.
And we're going to. But just really quick, we wanted to bring this up. I seen that Caller Daddy came out with some new graphic tees for sale.
Some new merch.
And on a t-shirt it reads, "Cheat on him." And people think this shit's, girls specifically think this shit's fire. Like fire, need one, getting one. Like this shit blew up. Like these shirts are selling. It says "Cheat on him." And the first thing that comes to my mind, obviously, you can say, "Oh, if a guy had that, they'd be crucified." But it's amazing to me because if the girl gets cheated on, she's gonna drag that dude. And you see it on Twitter all the time, where
She ends up with anxiety. You can't go out of the house.
and that shit's
Right.
fire. But
I'm on pills.
yeah, everything's fucked up. I've seen multiple stories on Twitter, whether it's a video or just a thread of what this guy did to me, right? And it just shows all this stuff that the guy, put her through and how he cheated on her, how he manipulated her and all that. And it's like, but you want to buy that? And then girls want to support this tee that says "Cheat on him."
Not
You feel
cute.
me? Yeah, it's not cute. So if you're supporting that, eat your shit.
And if you're wearing it, your coochie is screaming for attention.
I got a crop top of it. It's coming in next Friday. I'll wear it next on the show. It's a crop top. Nice, shows abs.
Are you going to cheat on Snoop?
Oh shit.
Real funny.
Shitty shirt. Don't buy it. You buy it, you're fucking weird.
Yeah, if you're a chick and you listen to
Girls
3P and you're supporting that "Cheat on Him" shirt, just give us the unfollow. I really don't want you to, but just give us the unfollow.
Give it to us.
So
Just keep it.
this is a request, a topic by request that I wanted to talk about. I think it's a really good topic. So question is, when is it appropriate to make a move on a girl? This is a girl that you're feeling, right? Like you want to actually be with her, not just a one night stand. I'm talking a girl that you have pure intentions to be with. When is it appropriate to make a move on her with the intent to have sex? When is it appropriate? So kind of factor in a couple of things. Does it matter at all? Does your age, like our current state in life, does that play a factor into, it's kind of like the age, like how we talked about the age gaps in relationships, certain age brackets, it kind of changes a little bit, right? So does that change with your age? And, does this determine your intention with the chick?
You think it does?
I do, because I think that there's. I mean, if you going after 21-year-old wild and out girl who's like still in college, you get to a point where you get older. If we're talking about trying to actually go somewhere with this girl, yeah, dude. I mean, I think they get to an age at some point. Some don't, but I think they get to an age where it switches to what they did want and what they want now. And I think that, and there's some times where they've had boyfriends that they don't even know how to be treated. They just, to them, it's just like, oh, well, this is what's supposed to happen now because this is how it happened the past, 10 years of my life. But for me, like, when is it appropriate to make a move on a girl that you're trying to be with. I mean, if it's a girl that I want to be with for like a long-term relationship.
Let's say you took a girl out. Like you're feeling this girl. Let's say you got the bartender's number last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling her. Like, oh, well, I'm interested in this girl. You're texting for a couple weeks or whatever. Hey, I want to take you out. You take her out.
What's my intention though? Is my intention to continue to take her out and be something with her, or am I just trying to hit it?
You want to be with this girl. Like, oh, I
Okay.
can see myself with this.
Then
chick.
I start building a friendship because I want somebody who I can fucking roast. I want a girl who I can roast, who can just roast me back, and it is my best friend.
How long you roasting her for before you fucking pour her
Try to
draws
slide a
down?
finger or something. So when does the little Stevie come out, Steve? That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
when you trying to pull-
I don't get to choose that. Like,
But I'm saying, when are you gonna make a move? Because like everybody
Good
makes
answer.
moves. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you gotta try,
don't
right?
know.
When are you gonna try to make that move?
I
You
think
feel
that
me?
I'm a really good reader of people, like in any capacity, whether it's
If the
a
vibe's
guy. You should be able to feel a vibe. You know what I mean? I mean, do you agree with that? What do you
no,
think?
I
Scrap?
agree. I mean, you definitely got to feel the vibe, but if
When are you expecting it though? Too. There's an expectation.
Exactly.
I like to joke.
I wouldn't expect it the first date, right? But if it happens the first date, I'm not dating you.
See,
That's my point.
Yeah.
and
I like
that's a good
that.
comment. And here's the thing:
If it
and
happens the first
when
time,
I was
how
your
many other
age,
times was their first times?
Scrap.
And-
When I was your age, I used to feel the same. It was like if I was out on the first date and we
Scrap's
went back to my
23.
place and I had sex with her, I'd be like, there's very, very small chance anything comes out of that.
Yeah.
But as I got a little older, I know I'm not that much older than you, and if I'm out with a girl and the thing is, if I've known her for a little while, we've communicated, I've gotten to know her personally from communicating, on the phone,
Just as
FaceTime and
friends.
texting as friends, and then we're out and it's the first time hanging out and we end up going out at night and she comes back to the place and we have sex. I'm not crossing her off the list because it was the first time we officially hung out or anything. You
All
know
right,
what
I
mean?
can see that then.
But I'm crossing one off the list that I
hold on,
just
I
met.
have a
though.
question.
If I just met her, if I
Yeah.
just met the girl, and I'm like, hey, like I got her number. Let's go out next weekend. And I take her to a pirate.
That's
game,
what I was thinking.
Whatever. And I take her back to the house, and she needs somewhere to stay. And I end up having sex with her. In my head, I'm like,
You barely know her.
that's a personality
Right. That's
flaw to
the-
me almost.
that's the
You know what I mean?
scenario
Like it's
I
a
was
character
thinking of.
flaw. It's like you're willing, you don't even know me, and you're willing to spread eagle for me and let me dive in that. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's a little off. I'm gonna be a little off. I'm not saying that doesn't make her less of a person. It just means
right.
she's less of a chance to have a relationship with me. Go
Let's
ahead.
put
that's
let's
how I
put yourself in a woman's shoes. Not even that. You don't have to put yourself in their shoes. What
Walk
do
a
you
mile in
think?
these Louis Vuittons.
Fucking idiot. What I think of
he
it
can't
as
have a
But, like,
conversation
from-
with a woman.
He's,
for breathe.
he's on cloud nine. From the time that you were, say, 19, 20, 21 years old to now, you're what, 27, right? Is that how old you guys are?
Yeah.
27.
Jay was like 29.
Did you look for something different back then than you do now? Because that's basically what we're looking, like how you approach this situation to a girl. They got it, what are they looking for?
Right.
Well, what do you see yourself? Did you change your fucking ways?
It was easy in the South Side. You got those South Side rats. Just put a piece of cheese out, and they're coming right back with you.
Right.
Smelling like scallops and onions and right down.
Scallops.
Gyro meat.
I'll
bacon
tell you, the
wrapped
only thing I ever
scallops.
smelled scallops was when I walked in your bedroom. You were just sleeping though, just you.
Yeah, I was eating
The only
scallops.
time I
I left
really,
them out for the night.
the only time I
Just a
really
bunch of
smelled
little scallops.
something was a Southside hotel when I was sleeping on the floor and you had a bimbo in the bed, and I woke up to an
this
atrocious
story.
smell.
Yeah, it was early this
Oh yeah, we told.
And I looked up and I saw who was in the bed with him, and I was just like, Jesus.
I
Christ,
woke up, I
Give
was
me
like-
a respirator.
Good morning, Dove. Get a big whiff of this sauerkraut in the morning.
Back to the
All right,
topic.
here, back to the topic. Here's Plugs' way to the pussy. Okay. It starts with the direct message. You want to take her out. You talk. Oh, you interested in sports? How about them buckos? And then you move on. Then you take them to the movies. Never anything special. It's just a movie or a game because it's cheap or something, nice. Second date. You don't do anything on the first date. Side hug, maybe a kiss on the cheek. I always
a side hug.
yeah, like a side hug. They're like, oh my god. Then it worries, and they're like, oh my god, you only gave me a side
Like
hug.
like
You
this?
smell like you. Yeah, you got a side.
yeah.
Luke.
Well, I have to side hug. I have to because I sweat a lot, so I can't give them.
So you're gonna put your armpit on her?
No, like a slight under. I know how to do the move, so I'm used to it. It's a
when is it
disease.
appropriate?
swipe and follow.
Yeah, like a swipe and follow.
You did a swim move.
So, yeah, you got a swim move.
Warren Sapper.
Good
So the second date is when you do it. The second date is when you go
You're just
for the
shoving your
kiss.
fat hand down her fucking pants, right? I imagine
Second date, yeah. You go for the and that's when you see if
So you're
they're
gonna
a
go
whore or
from
not.
doing a Warren Sapp swim move,
Yeah.
barely touching the girl, to rubbing her bare titties and sucking face with her.
Yeah. Second date.
Gargantuous
Second or
ginger
third.
moves fast, dude.
I tell you what, man, that's
Like I had one and I was like, all right, I went one finger. I was like, oh God, like there's more room. And I went 2 and I was like, holy shit, I can do 3. And I got 3 in. And that's when I was like, okay, I have worries. And I did my background and I was like, yeah.
You could
so
jam
if
your
I'm-
whole fat head up in there, probably.
I did that also. That was the 7th date. That's when they get the full plug nation.
Jails had some nasty chicks.
The full Plug Nation.
But
I catch
see,
the
to your
Krakens,
point, though,
baby.
To Steve's point, though, when it comes to, like, to the girl's perspective, it's like she's got to play it safe, right? It's like it's some pressure, right? You know what I mean? You can't give it too quick, but you can't play too hard to get. Because a guy gets uninterested either
Both
way.
are unattractive.
there's this happy
depends on
medium
what you got.
fine line.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard to find for some people.
Well,
and
like
it's-
I feel like what you said, like if you're building that rapport with her over a little bit of time, and then like you
Right.
hang out and it finally like it clicks, you know what I mean? I get it. That's
It's okay,
perfect.
I think it depends on the
I agree.
previous
Like-
relationship you've had
Yeah.
with the person. That's what it
Right.
comes down to.
Say
if
it's
you
like
know
a-
of her and you're friends with her or whatever, and you've spoken, and like you said, you have some kind of idea who the girl is, and we're older now too, right? So like you take a girl. I mean, we're grown.
I would say, like, don't take prior experiences and the bullshit that's happened to you into the next one.
Right.
Because I've seen that so many times where, like, I'll take a girl out and this is like, I mean, I get fooled sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks great. And then they're just like, I just can't.
We've all been denied.
I'm
in that,
afraid.
some sort like that.
You know?
But I don't
It's
think we
like-
should dodge this question though. Let's say you're going out with a girl, a couple of days, 3 dates in, and you guys are, you're feeling each other. When do you actually make the move? I'm the type of person where I don't even like to make that first move. I
don't
always want
either.
the girl to be,
Right.
to come on to me, and then I'm all in always, of course. But
Yeah,
when are
right.
you actually going to be like, you know what? I just need to try.
Four.
When
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
try it?
Yeah,
4
right.
dates. 4 dates.
And
4, you said 2.
Scrap,
4 dates.
Scrap makes
4
a good-
dates if you really like them.
Scrap made a
Okay.
good point though with the vibe. You'll have a sense that through the conversation.
Oh,
Girls,
you
if girl wants you to
100%
hit,
know.
if she, and that's just, I mean, there's situations.
Even if you're
obviously,
at dinner, you know that you're hitting it tonight.
well, maybe,
little
but like,
bit.
you'll
Bimbos,
sense
you
it.
I'm mess
telling
around.
you.
Drinking at dinner.
You'll know
telling
if
you.
you're drinking at dinner, if you're at the bar, you're gonna catch the vibe.
There's this.
right?
There's a touchy.
There's a touchy.
There's a
feeliness.
touchy.
There's in the text message, in the Snapchat.
shirt that says
You're gonna get a
the
feel from
touchy.
it with her communication. But now there's girls where you don't though.
That's true. I mean,
Where you absolutely she ain't. She
But
don't
that's
know
what
words,
drives
but-
a guy crazy. Yeah. That's what drives a guy crazy. And that's what drives a girl crazy too. What is this? It's mysterious. Is it good? Does he like me? Does he not? What's going on?
That's
that
when you- that's
turns
when you-
their
the thing
fucking
that really
shit
fucks with me
and it,
though is like if I like I said, like you said, you're a good like judge of character. You're good at reading people. So am I. I'm able to catch a vibe from 1,000 miles away. You know what I mean? I'll fucking feel it. But like if it's like if fucking girls are putting these weird vibes out there just as fishing lines, like that is weird as shit.
Now, do you want to do that? That's when you got to ask yourself, because we're saying, do you want to be with them forever?
What do you think,
Do you want
Dave?
to fucking deal with that forever? Come on, please. Yeah.
Just send them a
like,
dick
no, I ain't.
Yeah.
I ain't doing
Send
that.
them a dick
Also
pic.
though, like if a girl's like too, I've experienced in the past if a girl was like too pushy and too jumpy on it, like I mean, let's just say I just started communicating with the chick. I met her. We had some drinks at the bar, and I got her on social media and stuff and texting, and I wake up to like. I have a Snapchat of her like rubbing like her pussy or something. I'm like
turn
that's
off.
that's a turn off
I laugh my ass off.
in terms of like any kind of like past me hitting it.
No, that's all you are, right?
That's all you are to
Just
me.
a
You're a
whole
piece
whole
of
laying
meat.
down.
Yeah, you're pretty much.
I mean, I'm never gonna wake up to a fucking video like that and just be like, oh my god,
I love
what
this
the
girl.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
But imagine though, if you were truly
It creeps
you
me
were
out.
interested
That
in the
type of shit
girl,
creeps me
you were
out,
really
bro.
interested in her, she was
If
good
it's
looking, she had a
not
good
on the
future,
topic and it's just a
and you
random
wake
ass
up start
random
looking after those
shit.
type of videos. That's kind of
There's
like,
girls
fuck.
that send those. fucking
Who else is
things,
getting
like,
this?
to-
You know?
Yeah. That's unattractive to me.
There,
You feel
we used
me?
to have a group message be
It
like,
just-
"Yo, you get it? Yep,
Yeah,
I got it."
Right.
Yeah, when we were 21, that's how it was. We were marking tallies on the board.
Yeah, when we first moved into the crib, we had like a little race, a body race of, in 2016 when we first moved to Pittsburgh, we had a body race like, me, Adam, and my roommate. About
See, but at the time, what were you? 22?
23.
They were like, "What is that?" That's our NHL record.
Now that you're 27, do you still got the tally mark and everything?
No.
So that's like what I'm trying to say too. Is like you just kind of it comes in
your perspective
waves,
change as you get older.
Bottom line is, guess what, guys? We're all gentlemen at this table. We approach all these situations with women as gentlemen. If it ends up we end up hitting, it is what it is, I guess.
Right?
It's all about the vibe at the end of the day.
It's all about reacting.
And if you get, I feel like exactly. So we could be a whole nother segment on how you react to that vibe.
We'll revisit a couple of things. That was per request, so hopefully the person that requested that.
That was good.
Do we want to? Did we ever get an answer out of everybody that says like this is the date?
Yeah, everybody pretty much gave their answer. So, all right. So, moving forward, sports are back. Everyone's happy. Well, they're back, sort of, to a certain extent, right, Jeff?
Sort of. I'm so just sports are fucking back finally. I'm so tired of not watching sports, and we finally get them back. So we are recording Friday. Today is opening day. Baseball, America's pastime. It's wonderful. Even though yesterday was rain delay, 2020 is still attacking us. But we have the NBA July 31st, NHL August 1st, NFL starting right on schedule September 10th. Just no fans for anything, which sucks.
Don't they have fake MLB fans though? Isn't there like fake noise in the crowd?
Fake noise. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Is it like holographic? Like
fake noise? And I'm still one.
Way.
No,
I've seen it.
Noise.
They're like cutouts. They have cutouts on the.
Super.
Are you serious?
I literally no. I saw MLB tweeted this.
MLS soccer, like England and all them. They have virtual like.
It's like they got videos of people standing in their seats.
Yeah.
And like when say like for baseball, like when a fly ball's hit, you can see the whole like outfield and where the people sit and all that shit, right? Yeah.
They're having like covers on the seats.
And I saw where there's actually holographic people that they edit into the fucking seats, and they're standing there like this,
Like on the TV.
On the TV.
Yeah. So
I
saw
sent
this
you the
on
tweet.
athlete. I'd be furious over that.
Oh, I'd be furious for the fake noise if they're playing it like in the stadium.
You know
We might get the best sports we've seen in years.
No, hell no.
My optimistic buddy.
No, I honestly, look, we're not going to get into COVID and the pandemic and how the U.S. handled it and what it is today. I just want to just simply say, and I know sports bring a lot of revenue to each state, each city, each fucking league. This whole country, right?
A lot of parties.
Like it's just a lot of money that the shit brings in, these professional athletes and sports bring in. But man, the way I see it is, if you cannot do it how we're supposed to be doing it, like, if we can't, if that's a safe thing to do, which I don't disagree with, is to have these guidelines and these restrictions and, these capacity limits and shit, don't even fucking have them.
So you're saying that you would rather not be sports than this shit?
Yeah, I just don't think it's the same, and we're not getting the same output from these athletes. I don't think.
You don't think?
I don't think so, man.
Dude, think about how locked in they are. The crowd plays a role. When they're on the 20-yard line, they're heading into the red zone, and there's the crowd is an important part of it, no doubt.
And they're playing
That's
for
the home
that crowd,
field advantage.
They're
playing man.
Yeah, but
man.
they're playing for a fucking ring in a Super Bowl for that check at the end of the year. They're playing for that.
Now,
the only one I like.
Hold on. Have they said that no fans for football too?
No, I haven't heard that
it's going to
yet,
be
not
half.
yet. I heard like 25 or 50%.
New York's not going to have any.
Happen.
Steelers week 1 are not going to have fans in New York.
Football, no fans. That can't happen.
Baltimore,
that's in New York.
Yeah, and Baltimore is like 50%. They're not going to fill it. Pittsburgh, you already know they're going to say no fans. So
But here's the thing: this ain't the end of the fucking world.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
It's one fucking year.
It's all right.
It's gonna suck.
We think it's 1 year. We
This
think
guy
it's 1
seems
year.
to think this is going to be rolling in 2025.
No,
Who? What guy?
21.
Him.
21. Everybody thinks, as soon as 2020 passes, we're back to normal. Hell,
Late 21.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no. This is a new normal. We're gonna be. This is gonna
Late-
go on into next year.
late 21.
Well, I would say that the vaccine doesn't get developed until at least the
18
summer.
months.
At least the summer of 2021.
It's all right. COVID already ruined my WrestleMania.
So we're gonna be looking at. We're gonna be in the same spot we are right now. Maybe not to like extreme. Maybe a little less. We're gonna be with sports. Since we're talking sports, we're gonna be in the same spot we are next year this time.
Hey, mark my words for this podcast.
We'll see.
The
why we're buying jet
first
skis.
sporting event, first like sport organization, whatever you want to say, it will be WWE having the first people.
It's not a
in
sport.
arena.
It's
Yes,
a bunch of
it
fucking
is.
lames that never did
It
anything.
is a sport.
And the people that watch it have fucking brains this big if you really think that's a sport.
A couple weird guys rubbing on each other.
That's what it looks like to me.
You're a weirdo, dude. They're fake.
real
They're
to
grabbing
me,
each other's
damn it.
dicks in fucking.
We're gonna have a video.
What sports do you play?
Oh, Schuster. I'm not wearing a mask.
If you watch WWE
Wrestling
still
is
at
a
this
sport.
age, if you're into it,
It's
you
art.
were never an athlete. You never did.
Oh,
Besides
my
Sheldon
God.
Jeter, right? Sheldon Jeter.
Is the exception.
As a professional basketball player, and he loves the WE. I don't know why. Sheldon, he's always been a little different.
Happy
like
birthday, Sheldon.
Good guy. A little different. Because him and Jo love WWE. I just think if you
WrestleMania parties.
This age, man, WWE
How's it
got
entertaining?
some issues, man. The shit ain't. If you think it's real, and you're
I'll
buying
say
into
this.
So many fucking people
I'll say
love
this.
the WWE.
I'll say this.
Storylines. If you think the storylines are real, then you're either a kid or. Oh, I can't say
You think the
I'll say
clotheslines
this.
are real?
Huh?
The clotheslines and such are real.
Oh,
Jay.
yeah. The action's real. The storyline's not
Jay.
real. Everything else inside the lines is a sport.
Jaya, have you ever watched the AEW?
Yeah.
Now, I watched the first episode of that. My dad,
I went
back
to
in
the
the
first one in
Attitude
Pittsburgh.
Era
Yeah.
in WWE, when Vince McMahon had chicks like
Which is
barking
highly
like,
overrated. They only did it just to beat WCW.
barking like dogs.
Oh,
like
on their knees,
hands
yeah.
and knees
Trish
in the
Stratus.
middle of the Trish Stratus. Okay, some of that shit back in 1998 to 2001 was some of the funniest shit that you will ever see to this day as a 25-year-old. Okay, but to my point, AEW, they were this new wrestling fucking whatever. What do you call them? Federation, right? I think who was
Company.
it? Chris Jericho. Who started it?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Anthony
wellness
Khan.
dude.
This is the smartest you'll ever see that.
He's a wealth
Yeah.
of
Just
knowledge.
real quick.
Welcome
He's
knowledge
really
out of
good sports.
nowhere.
He's really good.
Cody Rhodes and Tony Khan, the son of the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Okay.
started it.
Real quick, but my point is
two
that
plus two?
you're saying that it's not
Dude,
a
your
sport.
dad's the principal.
It
from
is
fucking
fake. The
Mr.
storylines
D's.
are ridiculous, right? But I'm watching this shit, right? These dudes are probably 15, 20 feet in the air doing triple backflips with dudes on their backs down to this canvas, and they're smacking off of it, and you can't fake that. You can't fake
Yeah, it's not
the
fake that
Undertaker
way.
jumping off of a cage, 30 feet in the air into a table. There's legitimate risk there. But as far as the
some of the things,
in
in some
in
of the
some of the
things.
way, I think that if
Oh,
you
like
really
fake
take a step
punching.
back and look at it, it's like
fake.
whoa, and then some of it, it's just like
Dude, man. Look, man, people die from falling 4 feet.
Rest in peace, Owen Hart.
That whole 20 feet jump off is extremely
was bad.
planned. There's a lot that goes into those that people don't realize. Look, man, I think back in the day, like anything else, right? It was more physical for football, probably a lot more physical for wrestling. Things progressed.
And
things
these
changed.
They're still
these linemen.
professionals. They're still professionals.
Oh,
Yeah, these linemen who can't make it in the NFL, where else do they go? WWE's like, oh, you're a big guy. Here, come to the Performance Center. Nowadays, it is the most sports like it would ever be. They have a Performance Center where athletes come in, train. Half of them are like, I'm an athlete, I can do this. And then they just work their ass off, and then they can't make it because they're like, oh, fuck, this is a different world.
I respect your opinion. To me,
What would
WWE would never be a sport to me.
What would be your wrestler name if you could pick one?
Gargantuous.
Ginger.
Gargantuous Ginger.
Gargantuous
It's a
Ginger.
one size fits all name.
If I would go into the wrestling business right now, I would not be a champion. I'd be a comedian act running out there in a man thong probably.
what would your
and getting destroyed.
hey? What would your finishing move be, and what would it be called?
The Rikishi, the shaky.
The plugger bomb. The plugger bomb.
Oh, I like that.
I don't
the
know.
Ploogie bomb.
Stink bomb.
Me and Scrap would be the
Quick
epic
fun
tag
fact
team.
though, real quick off track before we wrap this sports things up. One time Jo hit me and Adam up back when we were in college. He was like talking about, he wanted to get into college and do some things with sports. He was like,
Oh, it's just a minor story.
He was
God
like,
damn
shut
it.
up, don't ruin it. He's like, hey guys, I'm thinking about going back to school. I want to come to Slippery Rock and just get a minor in sports.
No, that's what he said. Just get a minor in coaching.
Oh yeah, my bad. I think he's coaching.
Yo,
And if I would have went out been the goddamn greatest coach, I would have learned the best else.
dude, I
Is it
remember
minor in coaching or minor in sports management?
it
One
was
of the two.
coaching. He said, I want a minor.
Oh.
Nonetheless, just a minor.
Management. All
Hold
right,
on, but
yeah.
what's the difference between a minor?
even just get a minor.
What's the difference
No.
though?
So
Because
somewhere in his head,
Did he
he,
get
he
one?
realized he wasn't good enough for a bachelor's degree, but he could pull a minor off. And he asked us.
I didn't know the difference, but if you look at it now, and everyone's laughing. Guess what? All those people who went 4 years for sports management are still trying to be sports managers somewhere. Just kidding. They're UPS drivers being fucking losers and paying 4 years for doing nothing. So joke's on you.
Hey, just for the record, he'd be a hell of a coach, Ploogie.
Yeah.
Go get that minor.
The funniest part about this, like when it comes to sports, Jo, trivia, man, there ain't many people that can mess with Jo, and maybe Snoop in like sports trivia. You know what I mean? The dude's like, yeah, obviously, he's not the most intelligent. Joe, he'll tell you that. When it comes to sports, man.
Yeah, I thought it was
He'll
more.
give you all the fun facts, dude. The shit that no one else will ever know. He'll fucking know. It's insane.
I thought
That's
it was
okay.
more.
That's a good.
But
That's a
sports
good thing.
being back,
Yeah.
though, what do you think, Scrappy?
I'm happy.
So how it's back. I'm happy, too.
I mean, whatever.
the same.
Fans are fans, whatever. I mean, we played T-ball with no fans and Little League sports with barely any fans and shit. That's when you had the most fucking fun. That's where you fell in love with your sport.
Right.
I mean,
This is honestly for sports coming back. It's for the degenerate gamblers. They're like,
Yep.
fuck yeah, I can't wait
Yep.
to gamble.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
wrong. But at the same time, I'm gonna sit there in front of that TV and watch
all
all
of
of
our
sports
friends.
and be
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's tradition.
everybody had,
Coke.
everybody obviously, you appreciate anything, what it is, when it's gone. You appreciate it more when it's gone.
Right.
Now
When it was
they're
gone, it
being
was
back.
weird, dude.
Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh when I say that they should just go without them. I don't want to go without them. You know what I mean? But I just think it takes away from some of the intensity and some of the things that how the players feel about it when
guess
there
we'll
are no
have to
fans.
see.
Remember at the beginning of it, LeBron was like, "No fans, I'm not playing." You know what I mean? Then I think reality kind of set in, right? Like it's either
Like
you
Mike
play,
Trout.
you don't get paid.
Yeah.
Do you
kinda
think-
thing.
It was early on in the pandemic. He didn't know as
Right,
much.
exactly, I
As
agree.
he does now.
It's like Mike Trout saying, I don't
Has
think I
this-
can play. Just 'cause
Has
he
this
was a shit
pandemic
artist.
humbled you? As far as
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it's humbled
big
everybody.
eye
perspective
opener in a
on
lot of
life.
ways. Big
You know
eye
what I mean?
opener in a lot of ways.
Well, like missing everything, or
It never
Yeah.
needs to be a massive party for me to have fun, but now I'm just enjoying the little things more than I used to, I guess.
The pandemic.
I think you got time. I think it's because you have some time.
you have some time, and you start to maximize your time with a lot of the people that you care about the most. That mean the most to you. You know what I mean? Because really, what else is there?
And
to
here's the
really
thing:
do?
we're
Right.
bitching about.
I do. My opinion on the pandemic is if this pandemic happened, or this virus came around in 1980 or 1990 around that time, you would have not seen anything like that it is today. It would have been just straight fucking normal. People would have been. I don't think anything would have shut down. I think that we're the generation that's realizing like you got to protect all lives, so you got to shut everything down to make it like as safe for everybody as possible. But
Economy's
back
much
then,
and
different.
but back
as
then, the strong would have survived. Like the strong will survive.
a young person, I think that's tough on them, right? Most people, I mean, that are of age, right? When I say of age, I mean like 21 years old, where they're going out to casinos and bars and shit, right? They're probably still living at home,
Right.
Most of them are in college. The colleges aren't open right now, so they're still at home, right? So they have to really dig deep, right? And they have to say, like, do I go out and do this and expose my parents,
Right.
right? And yes,
you ever see that White Claw video? It's like, Mom, where's that dude who makes all those videos?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Trevor
that. Those are
Wallace,
the
dude,
college.
Trevor
Yeah,
Wallace.
those are all the college guys.
Yeah, he's funny.
Just perfect for a beer pong table.
Yeah.
like dying
Yeah,
inside.
but I
feel
think
you.
I just think that it's what's nice about it is that there will be a vaccine, and it's gonna
Absolutely.
come.
Better days are coming.
And better days are coming. Whether or not it changes the world forever,
We
don't
learned a
know.
lot. We learned a lot.
Oh,
I
it's
did
not.
learn
It's
a lot.
it's not
About
the
myself,
first,
too.
and it's absolutely not going to be the last thing that happens.
Right. For
No.
sure.
Last pandemic. There's going to be
Oh
another
man,
one.
Yeah.
Eventually.
COVID was great. I got paychecks. I came made a great come up. I mean, it's great work.
You
I mean,
fucking asshole.
I don't know anyone besides you two getting it. So I mean, whatever. Money's coming in.
A lot of people
Job
got it. They're not
Monday.
willing to admit it either, and a lot of people are asymptomatic. They didn't know they got it. So,
We're learning that from work, too.
I mean,
We're
rest
doing
in
testing.
peace. But thanks for the 4,000.
On the note of sports, though, really quick, about the MLB, and NBA, NHL, and NFL, I have a lot of respect for these people who are going to, go out there and still try to entertain us
Oh,
even
yeah,
without the fans.
absolutely.
Tremendous
I mean,
amount of respect for them,
for
for one.
sure.
And, I'm looking forward to watching it.
Some are doing it on prorated salaries.
Yeah,
Spurs basketball. I get to watch some
Well,
of
that
that.
prorated salary, still a lot of change.
Hell yeah.
It is.
Still
It is. But here's the other
I
thing:
just-
is like when you have a certain means that you live inside once you sign a contract,
Right.
right? So
Hopefully.
to them, like $5, $6, $7, $800,000, right? To us, it's like, holy shit, what the fuck, right? But to them, they might have went out when they signed their contract and bought, this, and this, and then it's like, oh shit, like now I'm only making, and there's people who are holding out. Like, is Mike Trout holding out? Does anybody know?
No, he's
I didn't
coming
hear
back. That pussy. He's so overrated.
But
That's not what I'm talking about. Like
They're living
he signed
above
a
their means.
$400
No,
what, $25 million
yeah,
contract.
he's playing again. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Better
I
be
mean-
playing again. They build a team around him. If he's not going to play, then he's like, well, I don't want to risk it because I know I'll choke again. And
Yeah,
All
but
I
I'm
know,
not going to
man-
play that Republican advocate where it's like, oh well, they should be making the money that they're making. But
Right.
there is
No,
you
yeah.
try to put yourself in their shoes and say like, because to me it doesn't register in my brain. Like to me, you're making $800,000. the fuck are you complaining about? How are you going to sit out?
And to your point, Steve, there's a means in which we all live, right? So if there's someone who makes $800,000 a year and they cut that back to $500,000, there's $300,000 missing there. Well, if they have this house, this log cabin here and this beach house, and you take $300,000
because they were under
from
the
them,
impression
that's going to hurt them, So people got to
take your salary and cut it in half. Can you continue to afford the things that you want to afford?
I'm going to be living right in this studio.
Right. So
give me a sleeping bag, and I'm gonna wrap up in that fucking towel.
I think that's there's both sides to that.
Yeah, and lastly, before we skip into the next topic to wrap things up, I feel bad for a lot of the let's just think NCAA basketball, the seniors and stuff that made the big dance,
terrible.
and a bit not a big school, we just got opportunity to show their talent and get some exposure, and they didn't get their season.
Oh, that's the
seniors in
UMBC, 16 seed. Beat Virginia.
Yep.
You don't know what's going to happen. Maybe that
missed out on all the Sweet 16 plans.
Remember that?
Even high school seniors, dude. Imagine.
Yeah, high school.
Trying to get
people.
recruited and make get a
sucks.
college and shit.
It sucks.
You lose your last.
But at the
year
end of the day, man, there's a
eligibility.
lot to be grateful for. Life is still good. Life goes on. You know what I mean? That's what you got to kind of
imagine.
And a lot of people
you're being ripped away from you.
Hey, I couldn't imagine it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And like I said, but still, life is still, like I'm trying to say, life is still good and life goes on. You know what I mean?
Scrap's
you weren't
pretty
stripped of your
heartbreaking,
life, right? You're still breathing.
Captain Optimistic.
Oh, I'd be sick. There's no doubt about it.
I would literally be.
But speaking of sports, since we're on the topic, like Scrappy brought up a good topic. And this is a really good topic, and this is really important too. On how we're not going to talk about the sports, how the current state with sports and where it is right now with as it pertains to kids and development. But like, how do sports or how don't sports, if you don't have them, if you're not playing them, how do they affect the development of kids in a positive or negative way? Not today in 2020 with Corona. I'm talking about in general. If you play them or you don't.
Yeah.
Scrappy, what you think?
All right, so I think sports for like youth is extremely important. It helps you understand like your mom and dad aren't the only ones that can discipline you type thing. It gives them that, it broadens that out a little bit. You have a coach, like somebody who's able to, like take a lap, you know what I mean? That you got to listen to them. Helps you build like, when you're on a team and you learn at that young age that like team is like, you got to build that teamwork or like that team relationship. I mean, it helps you build relationships for your future. Like helps you
translates
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's extremely important
to develop.
I personally, I would not be
who you are
where I am
Me
without
neither.
it. I mean, there's just this constant hunger and drive to do better than the person next to you. I don't have a problem with the person next to me. I will do anything for the person next to me. If you're on my team, I want to beat the fuck out of you in every single facet of my job and everything. And I will not stop until I do that. And I've only gotten that because you're taught that from sports.
It makes you a different human being, dude. You're wired different.
Does.
It gives you that certain edge, and certain people take it a different way, and now it's for certain people like us. It's kind of developed into our professional careers too. I want to be better than everybody, just like you said.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
It's just
and like
how it works.
There's nothing more frightening as a little kid going up to your team that you meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
And then after the first week of practice, you're best friends.
Sure.
And then that carries on with you for the next 15 years.
Do you think
of
it
your
has
life.
something to do with the fact that, like, in certain scenarios, like, you know what I went through because you went through it with me?
yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
The trenches. That's
like,
war.
for example, like Navy SEALs, right? They are man amongst men. They are a different breed, right?
Right.
To them, they call each other brothers because they went through this buds training that none of us probably could ever do.
And the truth is, when you struggle with people, you struggle as a unit. You become closer.
Exactly.
You bond with who you struggle with.
And that's
And
my
I just
point.
think if you have a kid and like they don't play any sports, or not even just has to be sports, like group activities where they're getting on a team, involving with the team, like building those interactions and building that rapport with the person next to you and getting like working hard towards a common goal. I mean, like that is huge for like your growth and development as a child.
Builds character, builds discipline. You keep climbing. You feel me?
Right. And what made me think about it was actually the 2020. Like I can imagine being a kid right now and like playing the sports and then just not having shit to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
sports was everything.
It's an important part of their life right now, and they're missing out on it.
Right.
We would be outside playing backyard football. They're inside playing Fortnite. So
yeah.
What
do you think about you weren't a big, you played sports growing up, but
every
you quit every sport as well.
Play every sport.
Fun fact about
if you
Jaya,
don't like it,
played
quit
every
it.
sport in high school. Never lettered in any sport.
Never finished.
Yes, I did it later in football.
The funniest sports memory of Joe
did,
is when
we
we
did
were
let
down at Ball Trips and he was playing for the Owls and he was supposed to start first base and they didn't put him out there and his dad came out there causing hell, boy. Put my Johnny boy on first base.
Johnny Cakes.
Yeah, he's about to drop Rocky Washington.
He yanked your ass off the field.
Damn, imagine me and Coach Rock and always telling people what.
He knows who Rock is.
Oh,
Coach Rock. So about sports and development, to your Steve and Scrap's point, me personally, I'm a complete competitor, right? Like, and I got that competitive edge about me from sports. Scrap, y'all know me. Steve, you know me now by now. Even if it comes to a debate or a disagreement, when it comes to anything, I hate losing.
Yep.
It could be beer pong. It could be cornhole. It could be fucking Madden. I take it. We were on vacation. Me and Scrap playing Madden. I took that shit dead serious. I'm in his face like you fucking suck.
But here's the thing, too, right? It humbles you because ain't nobody gone 1,000,000-0.
Right.
Right. So you have to lose at some point.
That's what I was gonna say.
You got to lose the right way.
You gotta know. And one thing about me, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I am a complete good sport. You beat me, and we can be talking shit. You beat me. Even if I'm mad at you, I can be like, yo, I want to fuck this dude.
Imagine if you want.
I'm still gonna say good game. I'm still gonna say.
I want to talk about competitive. Let's talk about the Madden story. Me and him were playing Madden, and I lost.
Oh, dude. So we had this record, Madden 19. We since put Madden down again, like we have in the past, because we don't know how to control ourselves.
It's horrible.
We get too competitive. JL lived with us. He's seen this shit.
I woke up multiple times.
It's fucked up.
Motherfucker, piece of shit.
So we play Madden a couple times a day, and this is the reason why we stopped playing before the 2019 version of it, is because we don't know how to control ourselves. If someone loses, we're talking shit. We can't handle it. So anyway,
just me and him though.
Just me and him.
Right.
I don't think Jay was home. Jay was at work, and we're going at it, man. I beat him like back-to-back times. And this year,
OT type last drive shit, just
like last
bullshit.
drive shit. I'm just like screaming, like, because I want to get him mad, right? Because we talk shit to each other back and forth. You fucking suck. No, you'll never beat me again. This dude ran up to the top of the steps, and Selena just came over, so Selena's here to witness this. And he's at the top of the steps, and I'm just like, you suck. He's like, I'll pay you for anything. I'm like, nah, wasting my time. He starts screaming like a little kid at the top of his lungs, like flexing and literally screaming. I never heard this before.
I was about to come down the steps and rip his nose off his face.
And I'm downstairs on the floor, laughing my head off because I know I'm getting to him, and he's screaming like he's 12. I'm like, this dude's seriously 12 years old.
I want to say that may have been my last full Madden game.
Yeah, I think it might
I
have been.
knew right then and there that it was a problem. It was time to go. I can't play no more.
At that time, that's where we're like, you know what? I don't know if we're gonna get it next year. Takes away from
We
my
never
peace.
got it.
I go to bed, man. If I lost him in Madden, I'd lay there for like probably 30 minutes. I'm like, I shouldn't have did that. Go back to the first quarter. If I didn't throw that pick, I know for a fact that
It was really so intense, and then I would come down and be like, "Yo, well, you want to play me?" And they're like, "Nah," and they just go upstairs. And go
Well,
back.
he peeks on screens. He does unethical shit.
That's the big baby of both of them. Stop looking at my screen.
you're
You're
fat-
looking at my screen.
Well, your fat head turns and you stare at my plays while I pick them.
Steve,
Take the ass whooping you're getting by
You never
Luke's.
beat me.
He's like this on your plays the entire time, staring at it.
You
Like,
screen peeker.
No.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
fucking pussy.
No.
Madden 19, we only played twice. JO 2-0. You never beat me in 19.
He's looking at
Fucking
your
eat your
controller,
dick.
huh?
Yeah.
Eat
He's
your
watching
shit.
He look at your
plays.
fingers too to see exactly what play.
What play you press?
See, that's the good.
He's not.
And my
his-
fat
his
fingers
neck and
covers
eyes
two
are
numbers.
you still
two
lose.
buttons. My fat fingers covers two buttons at once, so I'm like, they never know
Usually he
which
gets
one
it
I
wrong
pick.
because his fat head and eyes are too slow. So by the time he looks back at the screen, he doesn't even know.
He'll
what
challenge. He
play
would
it was.
challenge me. He gets to the point. He challenges us all the time. I'm like, dude, it's a waste of my time. No, please, out. Please play me.
No,
I blow him
no.
out. I'm like, see, this is why I don't play your dumb ass. You know what I mean? It's a waste of my time.
Nope, I just play the computer.
So it's like, again, back to the whole, being.
Oh, yeah, kids
that
need to play every
competitive
sport.
edge carries over into your career, into everything you do. Because even in this world today,
apparently
no matter
video
what you're
games.
doing,
See, but wait.
you got to be competing. Like Steve said, you got to be competing with the.
But
person
what
next
if
to
you- what if
Think
you
about it.
played for-
without you sports, I wouldn't even have my nickname.
But what if you played for
Right.
Elwood City and you just never won a game? Like, then what are you going to do?
Still
And you
teaches
transfer
him something,
schools.
man.
Still teaches you structure, right? structure.
Discipline.
I mean, Elwood City still has structure, Jay, and you can make fun all you want. There's still structure. There's still discipline. You're still building a
but they still have those guys who are like, oh, I'm a nasty running back. And he's safe.
Right, and it's stuff. So it's like it just builds development and it carries over for years and years and years.
Oh yeah, you have to play.
It's stuff you need growing up.
You have to play every sport.
And if you don't have it, I think that shows. I think it's as simple as that.
It does.
That's how you say it.
Yeah,
it shows if the kid didn't play sports and didn't compete. It just shows in their life. You know what I mean? Because
prime example, no shots, but our good buddy Zerg. You know.
Yeah.
Loves Zerg.
Loves Zerg, great dude, but you could tell if we're going at it in something, it doesn't make sense to him while we're arguing over
exactly.
it. You know what I mean?
Right. He's like, it's just a game. You know what I mean?
But it's not. It's fucking competitive shit, and we love it.
To that capacity, so he just doesn't understand.
Yeah. And it's okay. It's okay to be like that.
Yeah.
And it's okay to quit multiple sports as long as you're as good at all the sports like me.
Insane.
Nothing missed.
Freak out about everything like we are.
Like
I mean, that's just how we were brought up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's every little thing. I want to fucking beat. Like, I want to play to win. You know, if you're playing to.
And some people aren't like that. They're, you know,
coach.
Like me and Scraps couldn't seem to get a W in Myrtle on the shit that we were doing, and it was frustrating.
Yeah, you better believe it. And if you're playing me and some, I'm talking. I'm gonna let you know about it. I'm gonna give you a hug after, but I'm gonna let you know about it every single time.
It had probably a lot to do with the shit that was in our brain. You know,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I was the best at NCAA football. I'm gonna end it at that. But,
yeah, you're good at everything, dude. Look at you, complete athlete. The build. The looks,
fatly.
You're just you're fatly. You're all.
You guys are just skinny.
That's built all around.
It's better. Like you guys are just skinny. Like girls, like you're just like, what else? Like what else can you give me?
Hey,
me, I'm like, well, you need a little bit more of this.
Hey, Keto. Now here you see Joe's build right here. No definition, no size.
I thought it was a pickle jar.
Couple wrinkles on the sides. That's about it.
And this here is all the sweat.
It's about the options.
Swamp ass.
So. Moral of the story: get you a Jo, man. He's the perfect package, complete package.
Winter's
but
coming.
Anyway, that's
cuddle
really,
season. Winter coming.
Just shut up for a second, dude. We're gonna try to wrap things up here. We're gonna conclude episode 6, but before you tune out, I know we mentioned a lot about the pandemic and COVID. I feel like we've been stripped of our year, right? You know, for the obviously for a right reason.
Kenny.
I know all of us at this table, and Keto included, we're going to need a redo. We're going to need a rerun on summer 2020. I need a rerun on my 27th summer. We're going to get another shot at this next year.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are still enjoying your summer, still having fun some way. Find fun.
Wear your sunscreen.
I'm getting ready to buy a jet ski, and I'm going to be fucking shredding the fucking waves. You might see me. I'll be drunk as piss. Hopefully I don't get another DUI. 3P is signing off. Life is good. Take care.
Toodaloo.
Peace.
I'm still whiz. Niggas got me in that mood. How they hating when they know that I'm that dude? I hear they hating cause they know I got the juice. They like, ooh, they watching how I move. Motherfuckers, they be acting like we cool. Fuck you thought this was, nigga, I ain't no fool. Gas in my joint, what you smoking, don't flatter me. My niggas got my back, ain't no need for a battery. Blowing all these ones, look like we hit the lottery. My LG just hit me up, he told me that he proud of me.